The Caribbean nation is hosting the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge for 2 days. However, the plans have angered some who say they are still waiting for an apology and slavery reparations. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have been accused of benefiting from the blood, tears and sweat of slaves as they arrived in Jamaica to be met by a protest calling for reparations from the British monarchy. William and Kate will celebrate the culture and history of the island, where there have been calls from politicians in recent years for Jamaica to drop the Queen as head of state and become a republic, and for a formal acknowledgement of slavery. Anti-colonial sentiment has been growing across the Caribbean against the background of the Black Lives Matter movement, which has inspired many around the globe to campaign for equality. Protesters gathered outside the British High Commission in Kingston, with one placard held by a little girl reading, "Kings, queens and princes belong in fairy tales, not in Jamaica." A royal source said the Duke was aware of the protests and was expected to acknowledge the issue of slavery in a speech on Wednesday night during a dinner hosted by the Governor-General of Jamaica. Advertisement. Opal Adisa, a retired professor in her 60s, is a gender specialist and human rights advocate who works with Advocates Network, a coalition of Jamaican politicians, business leaders, doctors and musicians, and was taking part in the protest. She said, "Kate and William are beneficiaries, so they are, in fact, complicit because they are positioned to benefit specifically from our ancestors, and we're not benefiting from our ancestors. The luxury and the lifestyle that they have had and that they continue to have, traipsing all over the world for free with no expense, that is a result of my great-great-grandmother and grandfather, their blood and tears and sweat." She joined calls for an apology, and said the monarchy should provide economic social reparation, such as building us proper hospitals, providing and making sure that our children are educated through college level, and making sure land is equally distributed. Ms. Adisa said an apology is the first step towards healing and reconciliation. She added, "You know, we don't have anything personally against Kate and Prince William, and even the Queen, for that matter, but we're simply saying you've done wrong, and it is way past time that you admit that you've done wrong, and when you do, redressing it. The fact that our government is spending money to help provide security and finance for the Duke and Duchess, who are wealthy, is outrageous, it's criminal. Because the Caribbean is fed up, the same thing happened in Belize. We're just saying enough is enough, we've been quiet, we have been nice. Enough is enough, let's deal with this racism and this discrimination." It comes after the Advocates Network wrote an open letter detailing 60 reasons why the monarchy should compensate Jamaica, to mark the country's 60th anniversary of independence. Meanwhile, it has been reported that Mark Golding, the opposition leader, intends to tell the royals during their visit many Jamaicans want an apology from the monarchy for its role in transporting people from Africa to the Caribbean. William and Kate will stay in Jamaica until Thursday when they depart for the Bahamas. Earlier in the tour there was opposition from villagers in Belize, who cited a range of issues including objections to the Cambridge's helicopter landing site, which forced a visit to a cacao farm to be cancelled. It was replaced with a visit to a chocolate producer before the couple traveled to the cultural center of the Garifuna community in Hopkins. Before they left, the couple posted social media videos of them diving off with sharks of the Belize coast following a private invitation by the country's government to see conservation work on the world's second-largest barrier reef.